Instagram as well. And thank you to Viewpoints, BizAgent, and Power Reviews for the InStyler, which actually, if you follow my Instagram, I'll put the link below, just hit store, oh gosh, I can't talk today, store shelves. I think it was September 19th, within the last couple weeks. So I got to try this. I'm loving it. I gotta be honest, I never would think that I would pay $100 for a hairdryer. I've usually stuck within like the $50 range, and thanks to InStyler and the collab review marketing, I'm convinced. I have long hair and I tend to grow it out longer, and it seems to not take such a toll on my hair. So with that being said, let's just introduce why. So the whole 7-time smart dryer has to do with those ions that they're figuring out. So less static, more smooth hair, that's what the ions are all about. So to me, compared to my other hair dryer, it seems to work. And it's not just my straightener or anything else that I apply as far as heat afterwards. I have literally blow dried my hair and just let it go, and it's been completely less frizzy, more smooth, just like it says. I guess the best way to prove that is to do 1/2 with one dryer and 1/2 with the other dryer. I'm just now thinking of this, so look for that video and you guys can make your own judgments. So anyway, it does cut down on the drying time. Usually it'll take me at least 20-25 minutes to dry my hair. I can get it done in 10 and 15 with this one. I think the reason being is that this dryer, at least compared to the one that I had before, is way hotter. You can control that though, we'll get to that. So the heat is controllable. You can have it on like a lower heat setting or a higher heat setting, depending on style, or using the brush tools and things. So that's amazing. And for me as a mom, somebody who has to like get on the go sometimes, this is perfect. I've never actually been convinced that a hair dryer could help speed it up because they just seem to all be the same. I always thought about the wattage power when I bought hair dryers, and honestly I can't even tell you what the wattage is on this one, but it don't really matter. It's really about ions and the fact that the heat in this dryer, and here it is, the heat that comes out is pretty can get pretty hot, but you can control it. So yeah, I got the power, that's for sure. It is very powerful, and you can feel it actually kick back. Hit the button. You can actually, and you've probably seen it wasn't just me, it kind of kicks back, just like you would think. Anything forceful going forward kind of gives a kickback. So that was something else. So you know that it's powerful. And this button here is actually what controls the flow. So if you don't want so much air, it's messing up your hair, rather than you're going for a style or a set rather than just blow drying, you can take that down, which I'll turn it on so you can hear it. You'll hear the difference of the airflow. And with the temperature, I'll go ahead and hit the button so that way you can see how the temperature goes up and down, but you can feel it. You can absolutely feel it. And the cool shot button, instead of having to hold it down, which your wrist is already dying from holding it up, it always really sucked to hold that button down. So now it's just a push, let it go. When you're done with the cool shot, hit it again and it turns off. It gets more amazing. It's only 15 ounces, which is way lighter than the one I have, and any lighter than I've ever had. So really, I have arthritis, so this is great for someone like me, someone who's older. Think of, you know, your elderly parents or grandparents for Christmas. If there's somebody that still likes to do their hair, look into the weight, because this thing is pretty amazing, and it just kind of sits in your hand like it should because of that angle. It's really perfect on that end. And also, instead of having to turn your dryer off, you can just lay it down and it shuts off, and then when you're ready to pick it back up and it'll turn back on, which I'll show you that. So let's go through everything. Oh, and the blue light, so the heat I was talking about earlier is their True Heat technology. 7 times automatically adjusts the airflow. So, and as far as the light, I think the blue light is just really makes what's already awesome look even cooler. So we'll show you the blue light, and the auto pause mode is what they call it when you set it down. So it literally pauses and then you can pick it right back up in style. So let's go through this. I'll turn it on. I will let you hear the airflow, and then I'll let you see the lights, just for the fact that you can control the heat and see the blue light. You can tell the fan in there is quite powerful. Oh man, I wish I could get my other one out. Either way, you can barely see the fan in my old one, and this one just looks huge compared to the one I have. So if you want to take a look at your hair dryer and compare it to this one, so you can see really how this one gets a lot more airflow. It doesn't need the little like catch pad, because it really just flows. You can see right through the whole thing, which is amazing. I've bought a lot of hair dryers in my day. So anyway, here we go. So let's turn it on and do the airflow first. And that was auto pause because obviously I tilted it. So there you go. So it does work really well when you're using the countertop or your counter. It knows when it's level this way and when it's upright. Just a couple times, because I've been using it every day, does it kind of get confused, but it seems to snap right back. So you can hear the air control, and of course here is your heat settings, so it's all the way back up there. But I'm impressed. I love it. I love that it's white. It really looks modern. That blue light in there just really makes it beautiful, sets off a whole tone of new technology, I guess, because you're thinking about the ions and everything else that they put into this dryer. So InStyler, I think it's great. I love the heat that it produces. I love that I can actually turn the heat down, which is something you usually only get from like a hot iron or tools. This is a tool, so I'm glad that it has that. And we'll turn it off. And of course the cool shot button, which gets really cool. Not just this warm air that comes out, it actually feels like you turned on the fan. So even though it gets really hot, it has that nice cool breeze that just takes a few seconds to turn over into that cool air. So check it out, InStyler. It's their 7 times smart dryer. I'm impressed. I would definitely purchase their brand again. Oh, and wait. How could I forget? How could it get any better? Like, it couldn't get any better. You have ions, you have light, you have controlled flow, you have controlled heat. The diffuser. I like the smallness, I like the shape, I like the silicone feel that they use. It's not just like plastic. Anyway, it's magnetic. So I love that fact. So you can use it, take it right off, it doesn't get stuck. Everything's magnetic these days, so they're again more modern. Simply easily turn it. And I've looked into reviews and people who have used InStyler, and honestly, more than not, people have a great review. And I'm looking forward to this lasting me quite a few years. And for the price, for the quality, it's an A+. So if anything happens or whatever, I'll definitely put up another review and let you guys know. Because of course, I got it for free, complimentary. I would definitely give any feedback that if it breaks or whatever, so you can guarantee on that. And oh, what else? I don't know. We'll go with that. I love it. I've been using it every day. Honestly, I couldn't be more impressed with a hairdryer. And I will do that video. I've got a pageant coming up for Nationals, the American Elegance pageant. So my mind has just been all about that and trying to get my gym open. So check out the InStyler 7x Smart Dryer. I think you guys will love it. I'll post that next video. That's what I was getting into about the pageant. When I have time before Thanksgiving, I'll have to do a hair video for Tresses Tuesday, and we'll use the InStyler Tresses Tuesday, and we'll compare from my old one to this one, and you guys will be able to really see for yourself. So check out the links below. You guys can see other pictures and things on my Instagram, and subscribe so you can see other product reviews, honest product reviews just like this with your best beauty, exercise, nutrition products, things like that. And until next time, guys, keep doing the blowouts.